New box, new something. What have we got here? We ordered some stuff from the internet. So let's open this mystery box up and see what we've got in store for us. Okie dokie. Really well packaged. Got a bunch of stuff in here. That looks like a camera strap. Don't need the bubbles. Oh, look at that. They gave me some free film, some Kodaks. Kodak Max Beauty 400? Okay, yeah. Excited about that. I've never had someone give me free film when I bought a camera from them, so very excited about that. This is what's really important. This is the good stuff. What have we done? What have we bought that we probably didn't need to need? But honestly, we did need it because, well, it's beautiful and I wanted it. Inside this beautiful little box is the Yashika Electro 35 GT. Let's take her skirt off, shall we? Oh, yes. Yeah, we are very, very pleased with that. We are very excited to shoot with this thing. Oh man. Oh yeah, this is properly beautiful. I am very, very excited. Oh wow. Okay, so this is the Yashika Electro 35 GT. This is a pretty standard 35mm rangefinder camera. Picked it up off the internet for probably too much money, but oh well, it's what we do. So a little bit about this camera. It's kind of funky. It's an aperture priority camera, but it also doesn't let you shoot in totally manual, which is kind of unfortunate. So you pick your aperture and then the brains inside of this camera are going to decide what shutter speed between, I think it goes from 1/20th of a second up to 1/500th. So not a huge range. And the ISO or the ASA film speed goes from 25 to 1000, which again is kind of weird. So I guess you can't shoot Delta 3200 in this, but you can shoot Portra 800. Another kind of quirk about this camera is that they don't make batteries for it anymore. So we've had to do something kind of funky. We're gonna run these in the camera. So this one is a CR123, pretty standard, you know, $6 battery. And then this one is the CR13N. And what you can do is, so this camera, the Electro, this one is, the base voltage on this camera is 5.6 volts. That's what it takes to run this camera. And if you opt to shoot it without a battery, because you can shoot this thing without a battery, but the problem is that its default shutter speed, whenever there's not a battery installed, is 1/500. And so being limited only to 1/500 is, it's kind of just like useless, to be honest. Like, it's such a odd shutter speed to have it stuck at. So what we're going to do, I'll just put this here so you guys can, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop open this CR123 and drop it right on my camera because I can't have nice things. It's just the way it is. We are also gonna take this what is the name of this? CR13N. So you need a CR123A, and a CR1/3N. And what you're gonna do is, in your little hole right there, you're gonna drop this guy, boop, positive side up. Then you're gonna take your little button guy, and you are also gonna put that button side up, and you're gonna kind of just balance it right there so it's right in the middle. You don't want it touching the side. And then you take your topper, put that in, center that up so we don't cross thread. Okay, now with that all spun on, what this is going to do is, now when we press our battery checker, you see that light pops on really nicely right now. Boop, boop, got some battery. Okay, so, but the problem is, this camera operates off of 5.6 volts. the 2 batteries that I just put in, each of these, the CR123A and the CR1/3N, they're both 3 volts each. So now this 5.6 voltmeter is having 6 volts being pushed through it. And that's going to trick it a little bit. It's going to make it so that everything is a little bit underexposed because it has too much voltage going to the meter. So it's going to read it as if it's higher than what it actually is. So that's going to make your camera think that it needs less light than it actually does because there's too much voltage hitting it. And so what we are now going to do, let's just shoot this film, you know, like it's the first roll of film, came from Japan. I have never shot this before. Wow, is it expired even maybe? Who knows? It looks pretty dang old and oh, this thing has to be expired. There's no way that like this thing is not expired. It's got a little picture of the Olympics on it for some reason. So maybe it was happening when the Olympics were in Tokyo, because that's where I got this from, but we don't know. Yeah, this is what we're shooting. Kodak Max Beauty 400. 27 exposures on this bad boy. Okay, so back to what I was saying. The problem with the light meter, because we're running extra voltage through this light meter, an extra 0.3 volts, I don't know like exactly how much that's going to mess up the light meter, but I know it's going to make it so the camera is constantly underexposing. And so if I'm running a 400 speed film in this, I'm going to drop my ISO right here. Instead of having that rated to 400, I'm going to change it so it's rated to 320 so that it constantly adds in a little bit extra. Honestly, I might even, for a 400 speed film, I might even drop it down to 250. Being that I'm almost certain that this roll of Kodak Max Beauty, hopefully it makes everything beautiful. I'm guessing that this thing is also very expired. So I'm actually going to drop my meter all the way down to 200. But then when I go and take this to the lab to get it developed, I'm not gonna have them try and push the film at all. I'm just gonna let them develop it normally. And I think that's going to give us some pretty good images. This will be kind of fun to like, first roll of film going through this thing is going to be some expired, strange Japanese film that I've never seen, and on a new camera that I've never messed with the exposure. I don't know exactly how it works. So this is all just gonna be all spice everywhere, spiciness everywhere. So here's what we're gonna do. Pop this guy up, and what that's gonna do, it's gonna open up our film door. Voila, like that. Let's just make sure that this is ready to go. Be very gentle with her, very, very nice. Okay, so loading this up is the exact same as pretty much every other film camera on the planet. You're gonna put your film in there, lock your reverser back down, and you're gonna pull that across, okay? That's all you're gonna do. Yeah, this film is definitely expired. I can tell that it is just by, because it's got wavies and wiggles in it, you know, it looks like it's been sitting in its canister for a very, very long time. And so we're gonna tuck our film tab into this little bracket, and then we are going to rotate that, make sure she's grabbing, fire off a frame. Look at that. So now we're gonna close our door, lock that in. Yep, everything appears to be working nicely. I'm not entirely sure, like these might be glitching out on me, these slow and over things. So that says that F4, if I'm looking up there, it says that it's over. So let's check now. If I drop it down to F16, and I have it rated at 200, like looking in my apartment, like it should be slow. Oh, look at that, and it does. It says it's slow. Okay, so it looks like That says it's over. Yeah, that's kind of a unique deal. And so like, you can see here, it's not great, but you can tell that it's showing that it's going over. And then when you stop it down to 16 and close it off with that, it shows yeah, see the lights coming on. So there's gonna be a lot of there's gonna be so much experimenting that has to happen with this thing. This is going to be very fun, but yeah, so we're shooting some Kodak Max Beauty 400. We're gonna rate that at 200 speed to accommodate for the uniqueness of the extra battery voltage running through the light meter. We've got another strap in here that we're not gonna use because it's just super old. And so what we're going to do, we're gonna add a little bit of sexy strap to it. And so I don't like these things on here. We're gonna connect the strap directly to it. You guys wanna watch me fumble finger this? Oh yes, I like the way this strap looks. Probably spent too much money on this strap, but you know, you gotta support your local film shops. So this strap came from Essential Photo Supply. They're just the best. They're just the absolute best. Oh, we did it backwards. We did it backwards. We hate it. We're dumb. Why am I so dumb? I don't know why I'm still recording this. This is like the most boring stuff on the planet. Hi, you wanna watch a kid slowly put a strap on his camera? I bet you don't. So you can go ahead and close this video out if you want, because nobody wants to watch this stupid stuff that I'm doing. This is how you know you're a moron. If you can do something wrong twice. If you can do it wrong once, you're a person. If you can do it wrong twice, you're a moron. And so we have officially proven I am a moron. Hey, I think we got it right this time. Yay. It's correct. Okay, got our camera. We're gonna go mess around with it. I am very, very, very excited. My first rangefinder. Wow, whoa. All right. Okay, goodbye.